Am I the asshole for cutting off my dad after he tried to control my life? My dad has always been controlling, but I thought once I hit adulthood he'd ease up. I was wrong. Every decision I've ever made, from my career to my relationships, he had an opinion about, and not just an opinion, but a demand. When I decided to study art in college, he threatened to cut me off unless I switched to business. I caved back then because I was young and scared, but deep down, I always resented him for forcing me into a path that wasn't mine. Now, years later, I have a stable job, a small apartment, and finally some independence. But my dad still acts like he's in charge. He calls to tell me how to spend my money, criticizes who I date, and even insists I should buy a house near him so he can check in whenever he wants. The final straw came when I told him I was moving in with my partner. Instead of being happy, he blew up. He said, "No child of mine is living in sin under someone else's roof. Either you break up with them, or you're no longer my kid." I laughed at first, thinking he was being dramatic, but he was dead serious. He threatened to cut me out of the family entirely if I didn't obey. That's when I realized he didn't see me as an adult. He still saw me as property, someone to control. I hung up on him and haven't answered his calls since. My mom begged me to reconsider, saying, "He's old-fashioned, he doesn't mean harm." But control is harm. Manipulation is harm. And I'm done pretending otherwise. I feel guilty sometimes. Walking away from your own father isn't easy. But peace has never come from pleasing him. It's only come when I've chosen myself. Maybe I am the asshole for cutting him off. Or maybe I'm just someone who finally had enough. Either way, my life feels lighter now.